Do you have a dog that needs a little bit of training, perhaps? Well, maybe you have a Shih Tzu that's a bit of a diva, maybe a bulldog that jumps all over your friends when they come over. Sound familiar? Well, the author of Lipstick and the Leash, Camilla Nelson, says she can help. And you've got to learn the secrets of quiet control, right?
Indeed.
Welcome to Great Day.
My pleasure.
Thanks
Thank
for being here.
Thanks,
you know
Kent.
I love dogs. We talked about it already. And we had the sheriff out here who's going to make a return visit a little bit later in the program. But I was interested to read your statistic that 73% of dog-owning homes, the dog training responsibilities fall with the woman. Why is that, you think? And
I don't know why that is, but I do know it's true in my own experience.
Then let's address it, which you've done with your book, Lipstick and the Leash.
Right.
Okay.
I've been a dog trainer in California for over 24 years, and in that time, 10,000 plus clients, most of them women, have come to me with the same basic problem. The dog is trained, they've been to training school, they know sit and stay, but they don't mind.
What's the difference? The
difference is training is about cognitive learning, the meaning of sit, the meaning of come. Obedience is about why should I? Who's going to make me?
Oh.
Who's asking?
I got you.
Kind of sounds like teenagers, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should write another book about that. You could just
take
out dog and put teenager in the fill in the blank.
Funny you should say that, yes. Yes, but obedience is about who has power. And what I found is that men and women across the board misunderstand what power is to a dog. They think it's about raising your voice, getting physical, getting intimidating. And my experience as a farm girl from California, I know that animals don't communicate power in that way. They're very quiet.
One of the notes that I saw that you made is that women tend to get emotional when it comes to training pets.
Women have, and I don't mean to be sexist or to overgeneralize, but after 10,000 clients over 24
years, draw some pretty good conclusions.
Certain patterns emerge. And they tend to go one of two ways. They are too emotional, meaning frustrated, angry and frustrated, or they're too permissive. Both of which, in the animal world, are signs of weakness, not strength.
So when you say weakness and strength, as a guy, I think that means wad up the newspaper and smack my hand and scare the dog and speak in a certain tone, but that's not your method at all.
It is not my method because animals expect in their leaders the characteristics that those leaders have in nature. That is quiet, all about setting rules and boundaries. It's all about, I don't allow that. It's all about, I don't allow that. And I put the darling at the end of that sentence so that we don't go into frustrated mode. But it's about rules and boundaries.
The more you talk, the more I can see this applying to teenagers.
It's
the same thing.
Well, when you were saying the next book should be, it is already in the works.
Is it really?
Yes,
so
it
funny.
is.
All right, and when you say the secrets of this quiet control, things like body language and stuff like that, right?
Body language is an animal's main language. That's their first language. English is a second language for them. So standing up tall allows you to take that more dominant, I hate that word dominant, but the higher status position, eye contact, and figuring out what is okay and what is not okay, and stopping behaviors that you don't want. That's the mark of a leader. Women are afraid to do it more than men are because they're afraid their dogs won't love them if they start setting boundaries. The irony is the more boundaries you set, the more the dog reveres and adores you. That's the irony.
Wow. There's the sheriff over there, and we want you to stick around because Virginia's going to try out some of Camilla's dog training techniques with the sheriff, and the sheriff is a 17-week-old Basset Hound, and if you'd like to meet Camilla, she will be at Three Dog Bakery in Town and Country. That is from noon to 2 p.m. today, right?
Correct.
Or you can drop by Sue's News in the Galleria at 7 o'clock. Now, you got a busy day.
Busy day.
You got a lot of places to go.
Busy day.
A lot of dogs to meet, right?
That's right.
Well, today on Facebook, we want your crazy dog stories. What's the worst thing your dog has done? Funny things that your pooch does or whatever. Get on Facebook and let us know, Virginia.
I can't wait to learn this because at my house, the husband is in control of the dog, and that dog is the most well-behaved dog I've ever seen. And he freaks out when I'm around him.
He's got the secret.
Yes, I need the secret. Welcome back. We just spoke with Camilla Gray Nelson, the author of Lipstick and the Leash. And now it's time to find out just how quickly we can master some of her dog training techniques. And this is Camilla, and this is Ed Herman from Brown and Crouppen. He was kind enough to bring his 17-week-old Sheriff. This is Sheriff right here. Basset Hound, Sheriff. Very cute. Now, before we get to you, Camilla, I want to ask you, Ed.
Yes.
She says 73% of dog owners are women who are, no, say that right.
73% of households owning dogs leave primary care to the woman.
Which shocks me, but that's what you're doing too.
We are. Well, I'm at work all day long, and see, this dog, from the day I got him, he knows to listen to me. You know, I look right at him, he listens.
See?
You know, my wife's the one that's got to get him, you know,
I grew
listening
up
to
with
her.
dogs, and I knew from the get-go they always listen to my dad. And now when I have a dog, he always listens to my husband, but not me. He freaks out, Camilla, because he thinks it's playtime, jump around on Virginia time.
You're his play toy. You're his squeak toy.
That's what Jason
Exactly
says.
right.
But what am I doing to communicate that?
Well, it's what
'Cause
you're
I don't
not,
wa-
it's
I
what
don't
you're
want
not
that.
doing.
Okay.
So we're going to work on that. No jumping.
Let's do it with
Here.
Sheriff. Sheriff and I have just met. So
Shall I I'm going to relinquish the dog.
All right.
It's in your hands.
Thank you, Ed.
Actually, do you want to? Why don't you hold the leash and we'll talk about how
all
to
right.
teach a reliable
I'm
come
not gonna
command
relinquish the dog.
Okay.
from this age. If you could take this little licky stick, it's got a little beef flavored stuff on there for him, and you're going to bend over and you're going to put it out and just say, Sheriff, come. Say come.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. Now take him back, and one more time, stay right where you are. Say,
Slippery
Sheriff,
floor.
come, and hold it out.
Sheriff, come.
There. What you're teaching now, from the very beginning, is a positive result to coming when you're called.
Well, that was
and,
easy.
And it will be easy. And you do it over and over again in the house.
Okay.
Over and over again in the house, so it never has a bad result. Always a good result. Now, here's what women don't do. Women don't set boundaries. Now that he knows you've got goodies, he may try to jump on you. What I do is disallow the jumping, just like a dog would disallow it, with a little bark of pennies in a can. Sounds like mama dog's bark. So if you hold this,
So I'm not having to bop him on the nose.
you're not going to bop him, you're not going to
I'm gonna
scream.
get down.
And Ed's going to sort of let the leash go, and you're going to reach down and pet him, and then you're going to stand up, and if he jumps up for more, you're going to just give a little bark. There you go. There you go.
Wait, now I'm taller than Virginia.
There you go, yeah.
happen.
That's right.
A second ago.
Okay, I'll pet him.
Okay. Hi
Okay,
there.
now stand up. Say, hi, baby. Keep talking to him. Hi, Sheriff. Hi, Sheriff. See, well, here we go. Here we go. So we can do
that
this.
wrong?
No, that was
Okay.
actually good. So let's say this, okay? And we say oh, off, 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 off.
So you're not having to yell at him.
Off, there. Now he's a stubborn. He's a hound. So I touched him a little bit. Good boy. Now I'm going to say off, off.
Wow.
I never raised my
genius.
voice.
He's a genius.
But well, that's true too. But I never raised my voice, which meant I'm not frustrated. I'm the confident leader who never loses control of his or her emotions.
Okay.
I should listen to them. And then it's done.
Now you also say it's all about eye contact and posture.
Eye contact, posture. When you give a dog a command that he knows, don't bend over and say, look at me, look at me, look at me, and then because his ears aren't connected to his eyes.
Okay.
He hears you fine when you open up the can of food from the kitchen and he's in the living room. So just stand there, give the command, follow through.
Okay. Oh, what is this for?
You can put a little mini leash on the collar that the dog wears around the house. They can't chew it up. I sell these, they're metal. And if he doesn't do something, you just go get this and say, what did Mama say? I call this my What Did Mama Say tab.
I like that. Does this work on children?
It does work on children.
And do they sell one of
And
those
the praise
beef
works on
roll-ons
husbands.
for adults?
Thank you. See, I knew there was some husband training in there somewhere.
Indeed.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Kent?
Camilla, can you tell Virginia that it also doesn't work when you bop me on the nose when I misbehave? Will you tell her that it's not the right thing to do?
We draw the line there.
Shake the can.
Yes.
Shake the
Ken?
can. Stop bopping me on the nose.